The sandwich is spectacular. Now! Hey everybody, it's the Friggin' Film Critic here, and today I'm going to be reviewing yet another coming-of-age movie. What is this? The coming-of-age season? We got three in like 2 weeks. Today's movie is The Spectacular Now. And guess what? It's spectacular! Alright, that's enough, so. The movie is about Sutter, a high school senior with a bit of an alcohol issue, and it's all about living in the now. He chooses to live in the now to avoid worrying about adulthood, but all of that starts to change once he meets Amy, a fellow classmate who Sutter takes a liking to, and vice versa. The two end up falling for one another, and I think that's where the movie is at its best. Their relationship is about as authentic as it gets. From the awkward first encounter, to the first kiss, to the emotional ups and downs, every bit of their relationship feels real. And it's all because of not only how great the writing is, but how great the performances are from Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller. Their chemistry is what makes this movie so entertaining to watch. Seeing them fall for one another, well, seeing Shailene Woodley fall for Miles Teller, is one of the more engaging aspects of the film. She makes her character seem so genuine in the scenes that show her feeling this strong attraction towards Teller's character that the film is almost at times hard to watch. You get the sense more than once throughout the film that these two are not right for each other, that Amy is way better off without Sutter. Which ends up giving the film the opportunity to trek into darker territory, and it does. And that's where you can really appreciate the film, because you start to see Sutter for who he really is. He's got a darker side to him, one that's self-loathing and alcoholic and just downright depressing. There's so much more depth to his character than one would originally expect to get. And because of that, you get to see just how much raw emotion is in this film that it's almost hard to not only get lost in, but to not relate to. And then sooner or later, you start to feel for these characters because you know these characters, you know people like these characters, and you start to give this movie the sort of response that is so different from any other response that you'd give, I guess, any other coming-of-age movie that came out this year. And I think it's so rare that you get to see movies like that, movies that make you feel something so different. The film moves pretty swiftly through its 100-minute runtime and is chock full of beautiful cinematography and a very nice score too. Director James Ponsoldt also gets some of the best performances out of these actors, which again is probably the best stuff in this movie. Occasionally the film ends up feeling like the cinematic version of the 12 Steps program. As I mentioned earlier, Sutter is a bit of an alcoholic, and that kind of gets in the way of some of the story that I would rather see, but it's not really that big of a deal. It never necessarily feels like the point of the movie. And so I'm still going to give The Spectacular Now 4.5 out of 5 stars because I love the hell out of it, and it made me feel things that, you know what, I don't think too many movies can make me feel. So if you like this review and you want to see more reviews from me, click that little button down there that says subscribe. That'd be pretty cool, and I would know, because I'm not just cool, I'm spectacular. Alright, bye.